Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my favorite products from April. I feel like I'm a little late on this because it's May 7th, but I couldn't film for a bit because if you guys saw my vlog, my cat Gizzy broke his leg and it has been such a challenge to film. So I'm just getting around to filming it now, and I hope you guys don't mind that I'm doing it a little bit later, but I really wanted to share the stuff that I'm loving, and I also don't want to neglect doing my favorites every month because I don't think I did it last month, so I want to make sure I get in a good habit of sharing with you guys the things that I loved and used the most in the month. And then also I'm going to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to throw in some messes, so products that did not work out for me. So you guys are going to see my yeses and then my messes. So if you guys want to see what my favorite products were and stuff that was not so good, then just keep on watching. I'm going to talk to you guys about it right now. You guys, so the first thing, I'm so excited to talk about this. I'm wearing it today and I want to mention it in this video, even though I've only been using it for kind of like the last 2 weeks of April. I guess that's a pretty still decent amount of time, but it's limited edition. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales. I think that's the name of the movie that's coming out. It is the Lorac Cosmetics cheek palette. They teamed up with Pirates of the Caribbean, the movie. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful they made this packaging? I wrote up a whole blog post on this with more pictures and swatches and everything that I'll link down below for you guys, but this is, I think, the standout of the collection. So the inside has 6 shades, so there's 3 highlighters. I'm wearing one today. I'm wearing Fortune. It is absolutely freaking stunning. I can't stop looking at my highlighter. It is like blinding, but you can make it more subtle, but you can build it up as well. So I built it up to make it a little bit more. Oh, I just realized I forgot my flowers in the background. Hold on, I gotta put those in. All right, flowers are in, we are good. So the cheek palette is amazing, you guys. I think the quality of the Lorac blushes and highlighters is out of this world. It is so creamy and pigmented. And this palette, believe it or not, is only 30 bucks. I honestly can't believe that for the quality. I definitely would make sure you guys run out and get this because, like I said, it is limited edition, so it's not going to be around forever. But I've been using these every single day. I'm also wearing the blush Caribbean, however you want to say it. I thought it went really well because I'm wearing more of like a mauvey, plummy type of eye, and I love it. I think they wear beautifully. The lasting power is amazing. Just one little touch is all you need. They are so pigmented. I feel like I overuse the word pigmented, but it's so true. Like, they are so pigmented and creamy to the touch. I tend to go overboard with this formula and I always put on too much just because the consistency is so rich and you can definitely put on too much. And there is some kick up with these palette shades. So when you dip your brush in, you will see a lot of powder come up, but it's just because the formula is so soft, but it blends beautifully into the skin. It just like melts right in and sinks in. The next one I want to share with you guys is the Flower Beauty Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. This is just awesome, and it's at Walmart. It's a drugstore. I am so impressed with the formula and the quality on these. All you need is literally a touch of this and it just comes right up. It is so vibrant and pigmented. The highlighter is amazing and creamy and melts right on into the skin. I don't know even how they made this formula at this price point, but it is amazing. I have the highlighter pan here next to me and I love this too. I really do. Some of these shades, like this pink one, is a little bit too dark for my skin tone. It kind of looks like a stripe. I think that this shade is the same one in here. So if you are a fair skinned girl, I definitely recommend getting this palette because you get the highlighter, you get the blush, and then you get the bronzer. I'm also wearing the bronzer today on my face. Actually, that's the only thing I'm wearing from this palette today on my face. I'm wearing the bronzer and it is just so lovely. Like, one of my favorite bronzers. It is just so creamy right when you touch in and dip in. Like, can you guys see how pigmented it is? Don't mind my band-aid. Sorry, you guys. I got a paper cut the other day. But these are just one little tiny swipe and look at what you get. Love the blush shade. It's just the perfect everyday pinky blush. You can't go wrong, and the formula is just unreal. So I definitely recommend you guys try this out. Taking a little break from palettes to show you guys another product. I've been loving these NYX Faux White eyeliner pencils. Oh my gosh, these are my favorite. I wear these every single day. I'm obsessed with these. I have pretty much every shade they carry. I just picked up 3 more because I love them. They are so long lasting in your waterline, and you guys know it is very hard to find a pencil that lasts in your waterline all day. So I will put these on, go to work for 8 hours, however long, come home. I look in my car mirror and I still see it's there. So the formula is truly something. White Smoke, which is kind of like a lavender shade. I have Linen, which is a light pink shade. I have Lavender Blush, which is like a lighter purple shade. I have Honeydew, which is like a yellow-green shade. I'll show swatches of all these so you guys can see. But if you like inner eye brightening like I do, then you will love these. I love the whole concept of these. I've said that before on my channel. I think this is like really cool and different. I love when brands come out with products that no one has ever tried before, and these to me are really different. I like that they took the whole concept of a white eyeliner and made it into different shades. I think it is so cool, and they really just hit it out of the ballpark with the formula on these. They are very creamy, so they apply really nicely into the waterline. There's no tugging at all, and I think these are just awesome. And I believe I paid about $5 to $6 for these. I actually got a couple at IMATS and they were 50% off. But I've been using these for about 3 months now, and I feel like they're so underrated and no one's talking about them enough. My favorite blush of the month, the one that I have been reaching for the most, has to be the ColourPop Double Play Little Duo palette here. So I think this was a part of one of their collections. I mean, it definitely was a part of one of their collections. I just think it was the Nectar one. I'm not positive because they came out with so many different collections. I'll have to look it up and put it down below for you guys. But this shade right here, it's like a warm orangey bronze shade, but I wear it on my cheeks. It's perfect for those days when I don't know what color I want to reach for and I don't really want to wear a pinky shade. This is what I've been reaching for. It is just perfect. It goes with pretty much every eye look, especially if you're wearing more of like a warm eye. It really complements it nicely. And the highlighter, although it is like a touch too dark for me, I still wear it anyway. One swipe, it is beautiful, so creamy, and you could really build it up and make it super intense. I think this would look even more beautiful on like someone with a darker skin tone than me, but I love this. ColourPop really did such a good job coming out with these little palettes. I want to get more of them because they're so affordable, and you get a ton of product in here too. It's pretty big size, and the highlighter, oh, I already said it, but it's really just, I'll do come a little closer so you guys can see. It is just beautiful, so smooth, so creamy, and I really just have been enjoying the shades. Love it. Have to give a shout out to my 2 favorite lip products for the month of April. Actually, I've been loving them for way longer than April. I've been using them for much longer than that, but I want to mention them. I probably have talked about them before, but I want to tell you guys again. I'm wearing it today, the Kate Moss and Rimmel shade in the Kate Moss and Rimmel shade number 40. This is from the Nudes collection. I got this at Walgreens, but I've also seen it at Walmart. It is the perfect nude to pair with a mauvey lip liner pencil. I think I mentioned this in my favorites last year, but do you guys see how pretty this lip color is? This is like my favorite nude. It does dry to more of like a matte finish, so just make sure you moisturize beforehand. It's not bad, really. Like, I've had way worse. It's really not a bad super drying matte at all, but it does have more of a drier type of formula. But I love the way it looks. It goes with so many like more dramatic eye looks. Like, my eyes are a little bit more dramatic today than usual, and I feel like it just looks so pretty. I think it's really complimentary too, and when you have it paired with that mauvey lip liner, I feel like it just makes your lips look so pouty and pretty. It reminds me of like a drugstore version of MAC's Myth, and it is definitely more of like a peachy kind of nude. You guys can see right there, but I love it. I love the whole Kate Moss nudes collection. I have like the first 5 shades, the lighter shades, and I wear them all the time. So if you guys are looking for like the perfect drugstore nude, I highly recommend checking this one out, and I think it's also super cheap. It's like $5. Another lip product that I want to share with you guys, I use this twice a day, like every single day. It is the Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. I probably mentioned this in another favorites video, but I have to share it with you guys again because I love it. This is the most amazing scented lip scrub I've ever used in my life. It is, oh, it smells like cotton candy, whipped dream cream. Like, it is sugary perfection. I love it. The granules are perfect, and I love that when you start scrubbing it, you get that lip balm portion out of it because it's so moisturizing. Not only is it exfoliating your lips, but you're also getting moisture from it because there are tons of really good oils in here. I think there's like sweet almond oil, jojoba oil. So this is like my favorite lip scrub ever. Smells amazing. A little bit pricey. I think I paid $10 for this, which I think is a little bit out of control. Like, they could have made this $7 instead of $10. I understand there's a lot of like probably more pricier ingredients in here because there's different kinds of oils, but you can always get buy one half off on this. I think I'm going to run out of this probably within the next month and a half. So I'm definitely going to repurchase this. My favorite eyeshadow palette of the whole month of April has to be the Pixie It's Judy Time eyeshadow palette. I did another whole video dedicated to just using this palette and a full review with swatches that I will link down below for you guys. The shades in here are Neutral Lover's Dream. The only questionable shade is this navy one. I don't think I will use that one, but the rest of them are absolutely stunning. These shades are my favorite right here, the second row, but they're all beautiful. The mattes are creamy, they blend out beautifully. I am so impressed with Pixie's eyeshadow formula, and I think that if you love neutral shades, if you love warm shades, then you definitely need to pick out this palette. I don't know if this is limited edition or not, but I think it is worth it. It's $24, so it's a little bit more than we're used to paying at the drugstore, especially at Target. But Pixie is kind of like that mid-range brand that's like a little bit more. I totally think it's worth it though. This is like one of my favorite drugstore eyeshadow palettes ever, and it is just awesome. So I have been loving this. I wear this shade in my crease like every single day, but I love all of these shades. So good. Another palette I want to share with you guys that I've been loving, this is no surprise, it's the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I think these shades are like the perfect shimmery eyeshadow shades. I just slap these all over my lid with a little bit of a neutral crease shade, and it gives just the most beautiful look to your eye. There is a little bit of fallout. You will see some glitter fallout for sure because these shades are glittery, but they are stunning. It's like wearing tinfoil on your face. Like, they're so shiny and pigmented. I think this is my favorite glow kit ever. Yeah, definitely has to be my favorite glow kit ever. I don't have them all, but I love that you can mix them. Forever Lit is just like an awesome white dual chromie shade. Forever Young and Kitty Cat I think are my two favorites, and Daydream is like super unique, and I feel like I always talk about this palette though. I'm sorry guys, I just love it so much, and I wanted to mention it to you guys because I think it is back in stock on Sephora's website, and I will link it down below for you guys if it is. And I'm also going to be giving this away on my channel. I don't know if the giveaway will be up by the time I post this, but if it isn't up, then just stay tuned because I'm giving away one of these. I have a new favorite eyeshadow primer, and this is kind of like a random find. I don't even know how I found this. Maybe like I saw a comment on YouTube. I always like to read through the comments on other YouTube videos and see what people recommend because a lot of times there are really good recommendations. So I picked this up at Rite Aid. It's the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow primer. This is really good, and I was saying to you guys in my last video that the packaging, even though it gets dirty really easily, I feel like it's like really kind of high-end looking. It has this matte, squarish type of feel to it, look to it, and the quality of the primer is really great. It makes my eyeshadows last all day. It's kind of like a thin formula, but it's not too thick. Like, it's not as thin as the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but I love the way that my shadows last when I wear this. There's no creasing whatsoever, and I have oily lids, so I've been on the hunt for something that is not going to crease, and this is just awesome. I think it's about $5, and you can only get it at Rite Aid. That's the only place I think that they sell Jessie's Girl. I really just noticed how well my eyeshadows last when I wear this one, and I love the fact that there is no creasing and it makes my shadows really vibrant, which are all the things I look for in a good eyeshadow primer. Okay, moving on to the messes of April. Yes, these are the things that did not work out for me, and the first one I want to share with you guys is a foundation that I really thought I was going to love this, but I did not. It is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I have it in shade 105, and I tried to wear this even using my Clarisonic foundation brush to apply it, which is supposed to make you look flawless, and I feel like it accentuated my pores. I got greasy wearing this. It just kind of like was sitting there on my skin, and I just felt like my skin looked bad with this on, which is so sad because I had heard that it was really good, but it just didn't work for me. I think it also broke me out too, because after I wore this, I got a pimple like right here, and I was like, I think it's from this foundation. So sadly, this one did not work out for me. I picked up this liner from Rimmel at Walmart. I was going to love it, and I would find a drugstore alternative to my favorite, the Inglot number 77. That is the best gel liner in the world. I'm wearing it today. It's like the perfect eyeliner ever, the most perfect eyeliner ever. This one, it looks really black inside, and I had high hopes. I did, but it just did not do well. It was like not a true black. It was just not as black as the Inglot, which is what I'm used to, like that jet black. So when I use something that's not as good, I can tell right away. And I didn't like the way that it applied. I didn't feel like it went on smoothly. I felt like there was some skip to it. And actually the packaging said it was a new and improved formula. So I don't know. I don't know what they improved. I didn't try the original of this, and I don't know how new it is, but I just did not like it. These next two products should come as no surprise to you guys if you watch my videos. The first one is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Mix and Drop. I did a video testing these out and comparing them to the Cover FX drops to see if they were a dupe, and they were not a dupe at all. This formula on this product is so strange. It is like runny, and even when you shake it up and mix it, it is just weird as all can be. Like, it's very like watery and oily, and on your face it looks just like you applied Vaseline, and it actually takes off your foundation underneath when you apply it. So this is just so bad, and I felt like it could have been really good, but it's not good, you guys. Don't get this. Don't waste your money. I'm going to be returning this to Walmart. The next product is also from Hard Candy. This is the Sheer Envy Bake It and Brighten Loose Finishing Powder. I tried this out in my Hard Candy video, and it was so bad. It was just like putting yellow powder all on my face. I had to redo my entire face. It was really bad. Someone on the Walmart website say that they really like this, so I was thinking maybe if you have a darker skin tone, medium skin tone, maybe this will work for you. For me, it was just way too dark, and the shade was just straight up yellow. It was so strange. I feel like Hard Candy has a lot of like misses in their line. It's very hit or miss, and this one was a mess. Alright, you guys, so those are all of my April yeses and messes. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what were your favorite products, your yeses and your messes for the month of April. Let me know if there's any products I should be trying out, because I love recommendations. And if you guys have not subscribed yet to my channel, make sure you do. It'll be that first link in my description box, and you could also follow me on social media. I post lots of stuff on like Instagram stories and Snapchat. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!